Can we do this together before I missed out melatonin to like enhance my dreams, but I rarely ever take it. What I want to start with right now is I'll tell you one thing. This is crazy because I took whatever, Mary Jane. Well, I sort of had a visit with her today for a couple of seconds, and all of a sudden I'm reconnected. It's like a link, it's like crazy. And like I said, I'm all over the place because whatever I think, just I can make a game out of, or I can find a different reality, a second formation. So what we're going to do in here is Roman numerals. I'm going to do Roman numerals. But before I start it, I want to show you, everybody is looking for number 70. And I'm going to show you where number 70 is. Number 70 is a Roman numeral. And it's right over here. Voila, 70. Two blind men, 70, right? See the bird in 70? This is the 24th letter. This is the 5th letter. This is the 24th letter. X to the left, X to the right, 5 in between, 10, 5, 5, 10, 15, 15 equals 225 years. You need one here, and you need one higher up. Let me count these two. We'll skip 2 and we'll do 2. Just try to bring it to a border. We do have to understand that the minute we put something like this, the separation here has no interruption. This is the next level. It takes 1, 2, 3. This one has an interruption. So whatever you're missing halfway to here is halfway to here is the same thing as this distance over here. You follow what I'm saying? Here's the halfway point. It's a left-sided or it's a right-sided. Here it's open all the way. The X letter, okay, can be made in one box, in 2 boxes, in 3 boxes. The X can be made in all the boxes. The V can be made in all the boxes the same. You see the way they cut squares in half? And the way they cut squares in half? 24, 24. So what we do is we cut them and we do it both ways. And now we have 70 and 70. So for those who don't understand 70 and 70, what we have to understand now is that we just turned it around. We took one X and shoved it right in the center, and now we've connected both sides. So now what does your 70 say now? Since I connected the top with the bottom and I have 0 and 0, 8, unless I turn the camera. Is there any other way to create 70 in Roman numerals? This is the first time I'm going to do it. I didn't take this to another level. I'm just showing you that there is a reality. Before I go into there, I just want to show you something else, that when we put this together, we have to understand that every section has a wall. If it's 9, 11, okay, the 11 has to be over here. If it's 9, the 9 has to be over here on this side because they come in together. So when the minute we put this together, we now will create the inside of our K star. K and K comes together as the 11th letter and the 11th letter, and K will now create this, and K will now create this, at the same time creating 911 and 911. Over here, you see the bump between the ears? Well, this one can make the same bump. If I close off the top here and I close off the top here. Why do I do that? Well, we're going to show you right here that on the 6th key, it caps it off, and in French, it usually goes on the A for angel, okay, because it is an angle connecting and barring 2 sides. They're all talking to you. See this baseball bat? That's a number 8. When you have that point, that's a number 8. That's a number 1. This would total 18. At the same time, that would be a dot. The dot stands for number 1. At the same time, the dot stands for what's in the middle. That, what's in the middle, is number 5. What's in the 5 of the totality of what it is. If I put another one over here, I get half of this side and I get half of this side. At the same time, let me draw this. At the same time, I don't know which way to do it. Do you want to see what I did over here? I now crossed over a corner. And I crossed over a corner to create X's in all the corners. Now we have 9/11 corner, a full 9/11 corner, a full 9/11 corner. At the same time, we have man walking on two pogo sticks. The only thing he's missing is his head in the sky of time. A foot on this side and a foot on this side. He's going for a walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the propellers. 360, 360, 360, 360. Inside of 00 east and west, 00 north and south. 8 and 8. 36 and 52, because that's what the piano motion comes to be. C, if I remember, it is 100. X is a total of 10. V is a total of 5. L is a total of 50. And they will not use L in this year's Super Bowl. They will use the number 50. Why do they not use L? Because it's EL. And inside of L is the 1 and the 2. The 12th and the 21st letter. 1 and 2, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will now create E. It says love or level. Level. You see over here, it says lady because there's no vowel. It's EL, okay? And D. D is 500. Although the D would go over here, isn't it 500 minus 50? It's a total of 450. Is that the way you would mark it? But irrelevant. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just showing you that in the piano, the F and the B have no place on one side, so there's no link. So there's an automatic reality. What is the difference? Do we put a vowel here or there's no sound? So you would say world. LD goes together in world and has no sound. So now we would have to understand the combination of LD and world. Vel or velo says bicycle. Let's go on. We have the L that's 50. We have the D that's 500 and the I that's 9. 500. And we have 1. 600, 665, 666 Roman numerals. Did I get this wrong? Is there something missing? 501. 551, 556, 566, 666 Roman numeral count. So is this because it is or it's just like that? Man walks on stilts, he walks on 70. Now, if we were bowling, okay, what would happen next? I'm not going to get into that, okay? Just leave that. Just know 24, this is not 5. That is a mistake. This is number 22, and this is number 24. The 22nd letter, the 24th letter, the 24th letter, 24, 48, 58, 68. The total is 70. 70 equals 76. All zeros equal 6. Why? Because the head and the tail spin around me, my friends. The head and the tail. Right over here. The question mark, the head and the tail. 1 and 6 on your dice. 1 and 6 creates the 7th gate. The 8th gate above, the 7 card, and the 1 below. 24 and 22 is 46. 24 and 22 is 46. The total is 92. That is your birth. 4 and 6 is 10. 4 and 6 and 10 will create 16 and 16. Do you know why? 4 times 6 is 24. 4 plus 6 is 10. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 plus 6 is 10. The total equals to 68. 34 and 34, DC and DC. This number over here is missing 32. Where do we get 32? We get 32 from my next figure. Where is 34? Oh, yes, let me just continue from this. You see this DC? DC is 3 times 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7, and 12 equals 19. It happened twice. There's another 19. 19 times 19, 361. 613 laws of Moses. 6 points is a touchdown. Let me see, touchdown. There's no T in here. There's a D, so it's 500. And the value of T is 20. Equals to 520, a touchdown, right? No. Why don't we look at it another way? 20 and 500. Did you add them together as TD? Or do we actually say 10 zis? What is 10 zis? Zis is in French. This is in English. 10 equals to number 39 equals to the sky. Zis equals to number 7 equals to the cube. Impartial to all, because it runs both worlds in the center, or partial to all. D is 500. This is 9. 509 equals 569. Why? Because Roman numeral D, I, X goes together. TEN, there's nothing, so I don't use it. E and N equals to a total of 19, the same 19 that we just used. The total here, 76. So we're going to use the calculator and see if this works. 76 times 76 equals Hebrew New Year, 5776. Let me look at my calendar. That's right, Hebrew New Year, 5776 right now. So that's where now we're going to add on 38 to this. We're going to see where we get 38 plus this equals to 399. Wow, 3 times 99 equals 297. Well, I just wrote that down anyways. 3 times 99 or 939. Ciel, ciel. Sky, sky. But forget about sky, because you know what it says when Pegasus flies? It says Kentucky. Ken in Hebrew says yes. Tucky, Kentucky is red. It's 1921. SES in Zeus, SES in Christ, SES in Moses. And Moses says the word, says Kentucky from the sky in Kentucky. Here come the horses. This summer comes the horses. We got 520 from TD. 6 points is a TD. 526. What is 26? 26 will equal to 130. 5 times 26 is 130, which will equal to 136. 526. I'm doing it the simple way. 526, 5 times 26 is 130. 0 equals 6, becomes 136. The same number we started with here. We're just going to do the same rotation. No matter which way we go with this, if I go to 316, I will now become 158. 158 is right here. But it's actually, this is 158. Don't look at it this way. If you look at it this way, okay, it is within me comes the light into the birth. Once you pass the 5, it automatically now picks up 6, because 1 goes into 5, capturing 9. 9 is the birth in 6. 6 captures in 5 and plays into the 2 world of the heaven of the 7th gate. So it plays, I'm assuming it's playing right over here. And what is over here? 5, 6, 7, 4, 6, 8. This is man's moon, right over here. 6, here's number 7, here's number 4, here's number 3. Kentucky. So I did a little bit of this. So we now have the value of this. But wait, let's not stop there. C is the 3rd letter, 03. X is the 24th letter, plus 24. V is the 22nd letter, plus 22. Oh my God! Grover Cleveland. Grow, ver, clay, land. Go green, grow green. The reverse of the gold, that is green, is the key in the land. What is in Cleveland? I keep coming up with Ohio, because how do we mark Ohio? Ohio is a fun word to mark, because we put 2 X's for Ohio, right? And then all I do is I draw a line in between, and I do this. I do this, and I do this, and I do this. Ohio. Well, how would you like to see the O? Here's an O, right? Here's an H. Here's an H. Here's an I. Here's an I. Here's an O. Here's an O. Everything duplicates. Or we can do Ohio this way. O. H is sideways. Or I can put it the other way if I want. O, high, O, or O. H has 2 O's, right? H has 2 O's, Ohio, inside of one this way and one this way. It also says, why not? But let's leave that out. I'm playing around. The 22nd and the 24th president, 22nd and 24th, creates DC. DC. Number 5 and 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, multiply them. 5, 5, 5, 5 is 625, 4, 4, 4, 4 is 256, twice is 512 memory, 42 is MB memory, 4 and 2. Okay, let's go on the 22nd letter, the 12th letter, the 4th letter, and the 9th letter. 9 and 4 is 13, 25, 35, 45, 46, 47, 47. Wow, and 27. That's pretty cool. DC is in there. 4 for D, 3 for C. So DC is in there. We should just move DC and move everything else together, right? 3, 27, 37, 47, 49. Wow, we were able to do 49. 49 is a representation of EIGHT. It's also a representation of green. They both equal to 49, which is calculated at 7 times 7 equals to 49. But what you have to understand is the 9th planet and the 4th planet, which is Mars, and it's also Pluto. 2 and 2 moons each. They each have 2 and 2 moons, the 7th gate of the 7th gate. 7 by 7 is 49. Thank you for our demons and our phobies, because those are the names of Mars. Okay? And I did want to show you that one of my products, right? My product, my eraser. What do you think about that? Mars Plastics, my Stadler eraser. Probably German made, right? Germany, the land of Mars. So anyways, Mars is a Deschamps. It's a garden. So we have green, green. Now green, 8, okay, is also a representation of 6. But why would you say that? Because if we went to play the game pool, okay, the 6 ball and the 8 ball are together. So 6 and 8 come together, and the same for the opposites of this dice. 3 and 4 are opposites of each other. 2 4s and 2 3s are 6 and 8. 1 and 6 come together to create the 7th gate. 1 and 8 come together to create the 9 birth. 1 spirit of the 8 heaven, of the 1 spirit of the 6 light. 1 6, 1 8. 1 and 5 comes in to create it, and we have 5 and 9. 10 more than this because man is 10. When 6 comes in with 10. So let me add this up. 13, 25, 35, 45, 47, 57, 67, 71, 72, 73, 74. That is so perfect. The representation of 77 times 4 is 28, the moon. 7 plus 4 is 11. To join the two worlds together, 1 and 1 equals to 39 equals to sky. One more time. This equals to sky, and that one equals to sky from this design that I changed over to Roman numerals because I used it for Roman numerals over here. At the same time, if this was Roman numerals, right? If this was Roman numerals, this 70, XVX would actually say 10, 5, 10. 10, 5, 10 is actually saying 25. But if I'd use it like this, to one side left 15, to one side right 15, it would be 30. But with the representation of 10, 5, 10 is 25. 25 this way and 25 on the top. Put them together, we would get 50. So we would get 25 and 25. There's the heart. So in the dartboard, if you're looking for where 50 is now, it represents what this design represents here. 666 and 74. Because look, I'm going to show you something else. The C letter, which was once worth 100, is now worth 103. That is the value to Mercury. Okay, I was going to show you something else where 51 and 52 equals to Mars. Mars 51, Earth 52, but I lost the design somewhere. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it's over here. It's over here. Levels of Ohio. Here's Ohio again. Here's M&M, because when you put your lines on the outside, M upside down to M&M. 64, okay. I just want to show you one thing. Moses 47 times 47, 2209. And then 76 and 47 is 123. ABC times 47 equals to the time period of 5781, which is this time period now, just not today. 35 and 72 equals to 97. Otherwise, it equals to 37. 37. 57 is the moon. BC is creation. We're going to take the numbers over here. 35 plus 33 equals to 68. 35 plus 51 equals to 68, 86. 86, 68. From Mars, creation of CNC, 100, 100, 10, 10, 10, 10, 100, 100. I'll explain that on the next page. 35, 72. What this is 76 times 47 is this, plus this equals to 57, 81. 57 is the moon, 81 is the Venus of Ra, the moon of Ra right now. This is the time period we're in right now that's ending right now. Here's your 46. 99 minus 35 is 64. 46, 64, which represents what I just did 2 seconds ago over here. Here's your 46. The two values together, because it's an X, X, V, 48, 70, plus 10, 80, 90, 95. The total of this value together with both of them is now 95. 9 and 5 have a representation of 4 and 2. 9 represents the number 42, and 5 represents the number 42 equals 84. This represents space in time. 4 by 8 is 32, is the area space, 32. 4 plus 8 is 12 equals 44. 4 by 4, space and time, 4 by 4. These are inside. See the square? This is their world, this is their world. One world inside the other world, period. That's all it is. So you have 95. Now this number, okay, and I can't go on. You know what this does. 1776 and Einstein is all of it, and I'm going to end up showing it to you. But first let me add up these two numbers. This will equal to 740. The same number as this value over here. 740 becomes 746. G-O-D, God. 46 of the seventh gate, 280 and 42. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 40 is 280. 322. Is that not the skull bones? 322. That's your number from 666, adding up the alphabet. Did I make a mistake? I'm asking you the question. And we did this over here. You want to see the 95? 1776. 888. 592. 444. 396. 1, 2, 3, 4, 296, 6, 8, 222, 11 times, I'm not going to do that one right now. So when we add this up, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and 6 is 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, total 24. 24. 6 and 8 is 14, 15, 16, 20, 26, 28. 7, 15, and 9, 24, 28, 38, 39. 8, 15, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Sky moon. Skylight. 28. Einstein. 8, 39, 28, 39, 49, 59, 67, 67, 134, AC, DC, moon is a headlight, like the face of the train. Choo, we're on our way, we're traveling through. 28 and 39 equals to 67, 77, 87, and 8, 9D5. 5 by 9 is 45, and 14. The ring of the dice, 20 plus 9 equals to 35. The number I just did, the time we are in right now, 35. Why? Because this number over here equals to 35. This side over here is number 35. 16 and 19, S&P equals to 35. Electric Company. 3 and 5 carry all the aces in it. 3, 1, 2, 3 levels, and 4 corners of 5 owns all the center hearts. The 360 degrees is to inside 2, 4, 6, and 8 are inside. They're half-lives inside the corners. Einstein, 5 plus 9, EI equals to 14. EI, 14 equals N. ST, ST is 19 and 20 equals to 39. E and I and 14 and 14 is 28. E, I, N, Einstein, 28, 39, 28, 17, 76, 28, 39, 28 of the 24 hours of the 42 MB of man, 42, 512, which is a 4 by 4 by 4 by 4 equals to 256. There is no DC, but there is a split world. There's no DC inside of it because there's no spirit inside 4. It's the 4 corners. So once you get that DC, you double it up to 512. You got 512 memory. You multiply the 512 memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2000. 2012 because you're on the clock. You can't change it. 500, 500, 500, 500 is 2000 and 12 on the clock. 500 is 548. 512 times 4 equals 2048. What year are we in now? 2016. Why is it 2016? And what happens to the numbers next? I want to see what happens to the numbers next. There's something missing in here. Let me see where this is. Just hold on a second. Where are you? We're going to get there in a minute. Wait a second. Just give me a second. You know I don't like waiting, right? Okay, right here. This is the reason why. See, this is the Monopoly game, right? You see the buildings in each corner? I should probably draw myself a building all the way down here. I'm not sure. Do I draw that building all the way down? I draw that building all the way down. Do we draw these buildings down and connect them together? So if I draw these buildings down, I can't go this way. So this is what happens in Monopoly. This is the board. There's 169 separate squares on these board in which 13, okay, which 13 and 12, 25 of them are owned by the train tracks. So 169, 159, 149, 144, 12 times 12. It's owned by the train tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Skip. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Is it 26? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's 25. But there's 24 plus 1. Okay, that can turn any which way. Whichever way the train is turning, you just turn it and the train just continues straight this way or this way on the track. So there's 24 for the 24 men, and everybody gets a quadrant. So if they're getting quadrants, okay, they come up to here and they get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 6, 6 by 6, 6 by 6, 6. So they each get 36. 36, and then 36 here. We get the trains going, we get the train that meets over here. And then we get the train that meets over here. And then we get the trains that meet over here. So the trains are 25. It's actually 24 and 1, 24 and 1, 24 and 1, 24 and 1. And each of these are 36. 36 and 36, 72. And 72 is 144, 154, 164, 168, 169. 168, 169, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, plus the pin on the clock to turn the clock around the 4 areas. Inside of here is 4 properties. Inside of here is 6, inside of here is 6, inside of here is 6. I know. The Mediterranean and Baltic, Park Place and Boardwalk. Over here we got Marvin Gardens. So over here what happens is you go all the way up, all the way around, come all the way down, boom. You finished here. This is number 48. 48 finishes here. Then you go all the way around over here, and this one is number 40. 40 and 48 equals 88. So the piano rings creation Fibonacci inside of this board. Now we're going to go around again. So we come all the way around, we finish here. This is where this ends and begins. It begins here and it ends here. Now we start from here. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is this again? 1, 2, wait a second. This one ended here all the way to here. This one goes all the way around. Oh, I'm sorry. This one cannot go into here. This one has to go here and all the way to here. Okay? So it has to end here. No, here. It ends here. And then you go all the way around and you end here. And you go all the way around, you end here. You go all the way around, you end here. You go all the way around, you end here. You go all the way around, you end here. Until all of a sudden you just end over here. I don't know what the number is. I'll come back in a video and I'll do a straight video about it with the numbers. It'll be a little bit quicker. So here's the board I wanted to show you. So we're going to go back and put one of these in between my page as a marker. And come back to how Einstein, 1776, the Kentucky Derby, how 10 comes together, how 95, or the I-95 comes together. Is there a highway Interstate 59 in the States? No, there is. I'm not sure if there is, but there's a 70 and a 35, and that's my energy. See that 35? See that 70? 70 becomes 76. So where is 76? Somewhere in Pennsylvania, somewhere in Virginia, I'm not sure. 35 and 7 and 5 become 10, 10. 35 and 4 and 2 become the seventh gate. 4 and 2 to 35 is the seventh gate, and it represents ADG. ADG. ADG represents your age. That's what it sounds like. Anyways, we're going to leave it at this, and all these numbers, you saw these numbers? All these multiples will equal 1776. So when we do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times 1776, and that'll equal what? 6 times 1776 to see what the reality is. 10,656 becomes 16,656. Aleph, Aleph, the light of Aleph. So the light from wherever it comes in, it's the light of Aleph. This is a world that keeps saying it's created by Aleph, which is the god of the sky, because of what happens into 19 times 19, which apparently is a cycle of the moon, that happens inside 1776, that happens inside the middle of the calendar, that has to happen right inside one of these roulette boards that is seen on roulette tables all over the world. When you look at this, 1776, size of the moon, 3, 4, 7, and 6, equals to the number of 57. On this side, 121, 35, 35, 66, 75, 57, 75. The AC energy of the birth of Aleph comes inside the 5, 5 or 10, 10 worlds, and we have the one spirit of light. 21 becomes what? 27. 27, creation of the light of the 3 and 3, the ears. Where do we get this? How would we do this? I'm not sure how we should do this, but if we do connect the ears, now we just connect the ears to both sides. Right? We take the leg of this one and the ear of this one, and we just put earrings on this thing over here. Now we join the two worlds together. We have from the inside and we have from the outside. I just love my crayons. They don't go through the pages. So now this is what we have. We boxed in the man. There's two worlds. Now if you take a look, take a good look. You see the diamonds? You see the diamonds? See the diamond over here? Here's the diamond head. See the multi-level? I didn't show you the multi-level over here. The cube that's beginning. And now I can continue and keep connecting these and finding more of a reality that sits inside of this. At the same time, I just want to do one more thing, is that I had to cap this. I have to cap this. Okay, now what are they going to do up there? What are they doing as caps? I'm not quite sure, but it has to become one huge animal watching over something. Two different systems. You see the way this fits in over here? If I remove this and I remove this one, it'll create a man that walks with his own reality. You see the way I move it? Take away his sticks, just put him walking. We walk because we're permanent on the floor. We were made to adapt to what you see as walking. It's not really walking because you're not walking. How are you actually staying balanced without being on the balls of your feet? So how does your body know? So you work in a complete, use the word you choose, I'm not sure which word it is. Let's call it the center position of ass. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, and that's right. 35 Mars. Did I write this one down? Mars and Earth. Do you know the numbers for Mars and Earth? Neither do I. 512. That's it. 512. Jupiter, Venus, Mercury. What do you mean 512? Listen to this. The numerological count for Mercury is 103. When zero is replaced by 6, it becomes 163. Those become the laws of Moses. 613, 613 for a touchdown, 313 for the rotation of the 7 days. Earth equals to 52. Mars equals to 51. They equal to 103. And there is no DC and there is no duck. There's no duck. DC, duck. Why do we have you? Because Earth and Mars are the only two planets in the language I use for my own brain that do not have the letter U in it. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune is one, because Neptune holds the whole thing in a ball. And Pluto, they all have U. There's 3 planets with the sun in it. So when we start moving around the planets with the sun in it, S-U-N letters, take those 3 out. Take the 2nd planet out, take the 7th planet out, and take the 6th planet out. 176, gone. The spirit of the head and tail of man's body is gone. 1, 7, and 6 is gone. 13 plus 1 is gone. Although 1 is inside 7 because it's a head and tail, and it's the exact link between 1 and 6 inside the dice. 1, 7, and 6, 13, and 1 is 14. MAN equals to the same thing. Gone. Take away 14 from the total numerological value of 45 equals to 31. AC energy. Now let's bring in the game. 25 plus 5 is 30 plus 1, that's 31. I count good, eh? Well, let's find a game that does that. Poker chips. When you go into a 1-2 game and you play heads up or regardless of what you play, don't count the 100. There ain't no 50s. But there's 25s and there's 5s and there's 1. 1 and 3 equals to 4. The beginning of everything is with 4. With the money in your pocket, there is a 50. We total 88. The missing pieces to 88 is 12 or 22 to a 10-10 world, or 12 to the world that's perfect. 10 times 10 is 100. See, man goes over a void area to link up the 4 worlds. So he's that X10 that links up the 4 worlds. Tape me here and tape me here and just tape me all over. I just linked up everything just like that. I'm just put glue on me and shoved over the worlds. Whatever touches me, well, that's the 4 parts of me. In between the leg and the arm on this side is 1. The leg on the arm on that side is 2. Then in between over here is 3. Then over here is 4. Up here it looks like, oh my God, look at the opposition. I look like a strawberry without the head, missing the core. Oh, I'm nuts. So that's the 4 parts of that. Just before I go, so you do see that 48 and 40, just the inside of the properties going all the way around, is 88. If we actually count, take a look at this. K, 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 K. You see the letter R in here? Because I didn't do it the other way, so they all become P's, right? I'm not sure if I should do this one this way. I can maybe turn this one the other way. and go backwards. Because if I put this arm inside of this corner this way, from here to here, all these corners say R, 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 R. Now I gotta make another design. So you see I used up here, in between here and here, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, divided by 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 divided, 2 paired up, 2 divided, 2 paired up, 2 divided, 2 paired up, and 1 for all the trains. 4 for all the corners. But altogether, over here is 18 and 18 and 18 and 18, 72. 72 and 8, 72 and 8, but it's 72, 8 and 6. Why? Because the corner over here, you go to jail. The corner over here is divided. Here you collect money. Here you visit jail. Here you go to jail. So it's a divided corner. Here you collect money. 72, 18 and 18, and 18 and 18 is 72. If you want to go, 8 and 8, 6 and 2 is what it actually is. Because it's because of the missing corners. 8, 6 and 2, 4 and 4 in the corner. Anyways, I didn't want to look at that. Now when you go inside, because there's 2 levels on this. Now when you go inside, the next row over here, okay, is going to be 32. The next row is 24. The next row after that, I'm going to do this now because since we're in it in 41 minutes, let's just do it right now that I remembered what the numbers are. Over here is 30. We had 48 and we had 40. We had 48 and 40 and 32. I'm going to color it in. This one is 32. And the next one is 24. Then the next one again is 16. Then the next one again, and we come right up to the corner of the train track, right? Wow, that blue around that yellow really turns it green, eh? So you see what happened? 48, 40, 32, 24, 16, and 8. 16 hours for the night, for the day, 8 hours for the night. I'm going to tell you this in the next video. 16 and 8. Remember that, Flight of the Phoenix. So now the total ends at 16 and 8. This box is 1, 2, 3, 4 areas by 4 areas. This box is 16 over here. After this box is 16, it's now 17, 18, 19. Now this box is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4 is 16. 5 by 5 is 25. 6 by 6 is 36. So now the box becomes 36 and 25 and 16 and 9 and 4. 36, 51, 61, and 6, 67, 77, 80. The total is 80, which means 86. Total is 80. Total over here is 88, 90, 24, 48, 58, 68, 78, 80. 120 and 48, 168. Time of communication, 86 and 68, because we're going to add them together, the 2 ways to do them. 86 and 68 equals to 254. 254th day is 9/11. One corner was being destroyed in 2 different ways. So the numerological count one way is 80, the other way is actually 168. 168. 48 goes around the board. Then 40 goes around the board. Then 32 goes around the board. And 24 goes around the board. What are we missing out of this? We're missing this one over here. It's the only one. 13 times 13 is 169. And she's the only pass. She's the only reason for Vesica. If you want to take a quick look. You see the Vesica to come into the game? I would have to redesign this and show you that this is the only way in. Over here, 2 and 15, B&O Rail, number 26. Number 26, B&O Rail. B&O, 2 and 15 equals to 17. 17th letter is the Q, which represents the head and the tail. 1 and 7, 1 and 6 at the end of the dice, which is the Q. This is what's going on right now. It also represents the card. It also represents the bear. The bear, okay, represents brown. The bear represents green. It represents the passage. The bear sleeps and he's awake, and he sleeps and he's awake. While he's sleeping, we'll sneak in, hibernating. Hibernating because the passage is now on the other side. It's first on this side of the world, then that side of the world, and it's switching all the time. So it's hard to keep up. So they need to play the numbers. They need to play the numbers to see what the numbers that are coming in, to see where the reality is, because that's the reality. Anyways, Raphael, 7286 in a long video. Thank you for watching. There's still a few pieces missing, but I keep repeating certain things, but I have no choice. Sometimes there's new people that are coming on. Like, oh my God, new people. The only two people I know is Miranda and Fatima. Hey guys, how can I forget your name? You're new. Don't leave me. The videos are long. I know you gotta go to school. Oh my God, but where else can you learn rather than learning something from something old, or learning something new? That brings you to a whole new reality. Because once you know the reality that math can find the reality of life, you will know that there is another life. Unless they made this math thousands of years ago, when did the English and French and Spanish languages begin? When did the numbers and letters begin? Bring me back to earlier letters that I can understand, and I will put them together. I am quite sure. I am so sure. And if I cannot, I can't even look at it, because so far I haven't struck out yet. Raphael, 3 strikes on me. Thank you for watching.